Hello everyone, welcome to Sunday Anime Chat. I am your host, Pop Culture Mechanic. Please call me Pop for short. It's time for some anime goodness. We'll start off, as we always do, with the news of the week. Provided by Anime News Network. Let's start out, shall we? What do we got here? Naruto to Boruto Shinobi Striker game adds Ishiki Otsutsuki as 33rd DLC character. Okay. That seems to be going on for an awful long time. First the Naruto anime, then the Boruto. I have not watched any Boruto, but I still have to finish up a little bit of Shippuden. Fire Emblem Engage game gets manga adaptation. Okay. So there's an example of a game getting turned into a manga. Good. I hear it's very popular right now since the new game came out. I've seen a few people playing it. What do we got? Blue Archive smartphone RPG gets TV anime. So a smartphone RPG gets a TV anime. Blue Archive. I wonder what that's all about. Let's have a look. A live-streamed second anniversary special for Yoastar and Nexon Games' Blue Archive smartphone role-playing game announced as Sunday that production on a television anime, Blue Archive the animation, has been greenlit. The staff will announce more information later. And what are they going to tell? Okay, the original game's story. The city academies are divided into their own districts and are considered mostly independent. The General Student Council acts as a governing board to manage the academies as a whole. However, the group's ability to govern has come to a halt since the mysterious disappearance of the General Student Council president. Countless issues have begun to surface through Kivotos in the absence of the president's leadership. To avoid disaster, the General Student Council requests assistance from the Federal Investigation Club, otherwise known as SHAL. In fact, SHAL is the city's newest club and the last to be approved before the president's disappearance. To accomplish this task, SHAL relies on the guidance of a sensei who can help them resolve the incidents around Kivotos. Students are required to carry personal weapons and smartphones, get a taste of the military action, love, and friendship the Academy City has to offer. The Korean game studio and Nexon subsidiary Nat Games, now known as Nexon Games, developed the Blue Archive. And Yoastar Japan first launched the game in Japan on February 4th, 2021. Nexon published the global version on November 8th, 2021. The game is free to play with optional randomized in-app purchases. Yoastar already animated the game's 1.5 anniversary short anime, which debuted on July the 15th, 2022. The studio also animated a short titled Beautiful Daydreamer in December. There you go. A phone game is getting an anime. Octopath Traveler 2 games trailer previews characters Oshet Kasti. I still have to finish Octopath Traveler number 1. Never mind number 2. Sword Art Online Last Recollection Games story trailer streamed. Unite Up TV anime delays episode 4 due to February 11th. Delays episode 4 to February 11th due to the COOF. Unison Square Garden performs Blue Lock anime's new ending song. Okay, I haven't really gotten into Blue Lock. Alice Gear Aegis expansion anime streams first 5 minutes and reveals more cast, theme songs, artists. Alice Gear Aegis. Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 game's second Hero of Justice DLC pack to include Orange Piccolo. For all you Dragon Ball fans. Cygames Arc Systems Works reveal Grand Blue Fantasy vs. Rising fighting game. Excuse me, I've heard of Grand Blue before. Grand Blue Fantasy Relink game reveals second trailer, more playable characters. Teasing Master Takagi-san smartphone game ends service on March 31st. That's the thing about smartphone games. They can just decide that, okay, that's enough. We're going to stop it now. Crunchyroll reveals English dubcast staff for reincarnation of the strongest exorcist, saving 80,000 gold in another world. Okay, so they decided they're going to dub that. Trigun Stampede Anime reveals English dubcast. We know Johnny Young Bosch is coming back as Vash. Maho Shoujo Magical Destroyers Anime's video introduced Otaku Hero reveals smartphone game. Big surprise, another smartphone game. Here's one that I've been watching. Handyman Saito and Another World's Anime's English dub streams on January 22nd. Well, that's today. But I didn't think they were that far, that they were going to do I think they're only up to episode 3, aren't they? Let's have a look here. Crunchyroll announced on Thursday they'll begin streaming the English dub of the television anime Kazutomo Ichitomo's Benria Saito-san Isekai ni Iku, or Handyman Saito in Another World manga on January 22nd. The company revealed the cast for the dub. And all those people are going to be voicing. Do I know any of those? No, none of them look familiar. The anime premiered in Japan on January 8th. Crunchyroll is streaming the anime as it airs in Japan. The heartwarming Another World fantasy manga centers on Saito, an ordinary handman who is reincarnated in another world. He forms a dungeon exploring party with Reilzia, a beautiful and strong warrior, Morok, a powerful magician who, due to his senility, keeps forgetting spells, and Lafanpan, a cute but miserly fairy. His handyman experience is helpful for when they need to open a locked chest or fix their armor. And he cooks as well, so. Okay. Well, apparently they want to do that. Japanese animation TV ranking. Let's have a look and see what's out there. All right. The When Marnie Was There film aired on NTV on Friday, January 13th at 9 p.m. and it earned a 7.3% rating. I guess that's pretty high. Once again, Saze-san is an 8.5, Chibi Maruko-chan 6.5, Detective Conan 6.3, One Piece 3.8, Doraemon 3.6, My Hero Academia Season 6 gets a 3.2, Crayon Shin-chan 2.9, Delicious Party Precure gets 2.7, and Kido Senshi Gundam Senko no Hathaway TV edition. Is that a live? No. Okay, I haven't heard of that Gundam one yet. Wonder if anybody else has. Kido Senshi Gundam Senko no Hathaway. And finally, Oshiri Tantai is a 2.2. Video game rankings. Here we go. Number 1, this for the Switch, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. So that's still, Pokemon is the big juggernaut. It's earning them lots of money. So it looks like it's unstoppable. Number 2 for the PS4, One Piece Odyssey. I bought this yesterday and started playing it on my PS4. What an excellent game. They use the Unreal Engine, and it looks just fantastic. I'm having a fun time with it too. It's turn-based RPG, kind of open world exploration. You will get stopped if you're going somewhere you're not supposed to go. It's like, hey, where are you going? And then it puts you back where you started over. So number 3 is PS5, and it's One Piece Odyssey. Number 4, Splatoon 3. Then Mario Kart 8, Nintendo Switch Sports, Minecraft, Dragon Quest Treasures, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, Mario Party Superstars, Momotaro Densetsu. Finally, at number 12, a PS5 game, Gran Turismo 7. After that, back to the Switch with Taiko no Tatsujin, Animal Crossing, Ring Fit Adventure, Sekai no Asoba Taizen 51, Crisis Core, Final Fantasy VII reunion. Really? The Switch got a Crisis Core? Well, that's good. I didn't think they would be able to put that on there. Just because of the limitation of the size of the cards they use. Next is Kirby and the Forgotten Land. Then number 19, Human Fall Flat. I wonder what that's all about. I haven't heard that one before. And then number 20 is Suri Spirits Sute Asubero Suizokuken. So, nice to see Nintendo Switch still dominating. Very much so, the game rankings. And it's nice to see One Piece on there. Yowamushi Pedal Limit Break Anime Preview Second Part New Video. Cycling anime. One of the sports that I could have reported about. Or reviewed. But it's not cycling, just so you're aware. Katakawa Troika reveal Overtake, original motorsports anime with director Aoki. Or Aoki? However you pronounced EI. Pole Princess, anime's new video shows Sana's routine. Oh, here we go. I've been telling everybody ever since I heard about this. Watch for the pole dancing anime. Anime's first episode debuted on January 13th. Okay, it's already out there, so gotta see if we can find it. It says here, the official website for Avex Pictures and Tatsunoko Productions' original Pole Princess pole dancing anime began streaming a video on Friday featuring the pole dancing routine of the character Sana Murafuji, voiced by Rina Hidaka. Hidaka also performs the song Avaricious Heroine. Avaricious? Anyway, featured in the video, Ayaka of Studio Transform choreographed the video. The staff previously streamed a video for Yukari Mikoshiro's routine in late December. The staff also debuted a prologue episode 0 on December 23rd and released the first 5-minute episode on YouTube on January 13th. Future episodes will also release on YouTube. Really? Not Crunchyroll or High Dive? The story centers on Hinano, a very normal-looking, mild-mannered 17-year-old girl. Since she was very young, her grandmother ran a planetarium that Hinano loved, but one day Hinano found out that the planetarium would be closing down. Hinano worried about whether there was anything she could do for her grandmother and for the planetarium, and she coincidentally one day catches sight of a woman dancing on a pole under a starry sky. She gathers her friends, and together they set up a stage in the planetarium to perform shows, and they jump into the world of pole dancing. There you go. That's the one to watch for, everybody. Pole Princess, the pole dancing anime. Crunchyroll debuts Buddy Daddies, Sugar Apple Fairy Tale dubs on Friday. Kankole Season 2 anime 7th episode delayed until February 12th. Geez, and this is one I've been watching a lot of too. I gotta catch up a little bit, but I've been watching Season 2 of Kankole. And I like my Fleet Girls. It seems that they've really gone hard on the battles this time around. There's no sugarcoating it. NHKE reveals Dog Signal TV anime for fall 2023. Gee, a little bit of frog in my throat this morning. Space Idol Anime unveils teaser, more cast and staff, January 26th debut. What else we got here? North American anime manga releases. The Ice Blade Sorcerer Shall Rule the World anime reveals English dubcast. Dokapon Kingdom Connect Switch game heads west in spring. I think I've heard of Dokapon. Idea Factory International announced on Thursday that it will release Compile Hearts Dokapon Kingdom Connect, a remake of Sting's Dokapon Kingdom game physically and digitally in North America and Europe for Nintendo Switch in the spring. the company streamed an announcement trailer. The game will have new online multiplayer features and will debut for Switch in Japan on April 13th. The Dokapon series is a hybrid RPG and board game. Players roll dice to move their character that number of spaces on the board. Landing on spaces trigger battles, events, minigames, and encounters with other players, growing their player character as they progress. Sting developed the two prior games to the series, Dokapon Kingdom and Dokapon Journey, the latter of which was released for the Nintendo DS in Japan in 2008. Dokapon Kingdom was released for the PlayStation 2 in 2007 and the Wii in 2008. Atlus released the Wii version of the game in the West in 2008. All right. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure All-Star Battle R game adds Rudel von Stroheim as second DLC character. Persona 3 Portable, Persona 4 Golden Games stream launch trailers. Yes, the Persona games are coming, but didn't we see, or has anyone seen, that some of the localizers are messing around with the dialogue and not translating it faithfully and being very disingenuous? I think I've seen a little bit of that. All I got to say to that is stop it. Do your job, translate it. Who cares what you think? Just do your damn job. It's not that hard. You get paid to do that. Nobody cares what you think. Spy Classroom anime cast Inori Minase. VTuber legend how I went viral after forgetting to turn off my stream. Light novels get TV anime. This is like something that happens by accident to VTubers. They accidentally leave on their stream, and now they're going to turn that into an anime. Well, first it was a light novel, now it's getting to be turned into an anime. How I went viral after forgetting to turn off my stream. Alright. My Clueless First Friend anime's first video reveals additional cast staff April debut. Compile Heart reveals Dokapon Kingdom games, which we just read that one. That was up here. What's up with doubling up here? Alright, next up. Back to Wednesday. Crunchyroll debuts Trails of Cold Steel, Northern War anime's English dub on Friday. Apparently this is a really good game for the PSP back in the day. Or no, that's Trails in the Sky, but it's sort of along the same vein, I think. They call them, instead of the Tales game, there's the Trails game. Crunchyroll debuts Revenger anime's English dub on Thursday. I haven't gotten into Revenger. Kyochera streams new promotional anime by a silent voices Yoshitoki Oima. Tales of Symphonia anime streams with subtitles on YouTube. And a good morning to you, Ronan. Glad you could make it by. I remember my brother playing the Tales of Symphonia game back in the day for the GameCube, and it was pretty darn good. Production IG did a very good job of animating this, the cutscenes and everything for it, and the intro. So you're gonna get to see it on YouTube of all places. That's good. Should expose some more people to the Tales of Symphonia goodness. Square Enix Koei Tecmo announced Dragon Quest Champions RPG for iOS and Android. Okay. So all you Dragon Quest fans, you can now play that on your iOS device, your Apple device, or Android. You got that game on the PC and it's fun? Damn straight. That's the way to do it. If you got a PC that can run it, get it. Next up, Netflix streams new Pokemon Ultimate Journeys anime episodes, Power Rangers 30th Anniversary Special. Oh, 30th anniversary of the Power Rangers? Let's have a look at this. Netflix revealed on Wednesday that it will begin streaming more episodes for Pokemon Ultimate Journeys, the series, the Pokemon anime's 25th season, on February 24th. The company will also begin streaming a video for the new Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Once and Always 30th Anniversary Special, which will feature a reunion of original cast and crew of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers series and will premiere on April 19th. Well, isn't that something? Has it been 30 years already? Oh, man. Whew. Where does the time go? Netflix also listed that new episodes of Sonic Prime, WildBrain Studios' new 3D animated series based on Sega's Sonic the Hedgehog franchise, will debut this year. Pokemon Journeys, the series, premiered on TV Tokyo and its affiliates in Japan under the title Pocket Monsters in November 2019. 2 days after the Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield games shipped worldwide, the series continues to air in Japan under that name. The first 12 episodes of Pokemon Journeys, the series, debuted in the United States on Netflix in June 2020, and the service added new episodes quarterly. The anime also premiered on the Canadian television channel Teletoon in May 2020. I've been reading up on this MMPR special. Oh, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers special. It's possible this will be the last time JDF is the Green Ranger. Yeah. Yeah, it was sad about hearing about his passing there, but at least they're going to have some sort of celebration, as they should. I know there's a lot of young people younger than me that grew up with the Power Rangers, watching them, and I'm sure they're going to be very happy to see that they're going to do a proper celebration. This article goes on. The localized title of anime Pokemon Journeys, the series, has 48 episodes. Pokemon Master Journeys, the series, continued with Pocket Monsters' 49th episode, which premiered in Japan on December 2020. Netflix began streaming Pokemon Ultimate Journeys, the series, on October 21st. A new Pokemon animated series will premiere in April 2023 in Japan, and the Pokemon Company stated in its English press release that the anime will premiere in 2023 and beyond. The series will follow completely new dual protagonists who are named Liko and Roy in the Japanese version of the series. The anime will feature Sprigatito, Fuecoco, and Quaxley from the Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet video games, and will also feature the legendary Pokemon Rayquaza in its shiny form. Oh. You're planning to watch Ash's Last Journey? It should be fun. Yeah! Man, 25 years of having him. You know, back in the day, I had my VCR set up so I could record the very first Pokemon episodes, because they were on when I was still at work. So I'd set the old VCR timer and let it record that half hour of Pokemon and get home and watch it. And yeah, it was good stuff. What do we got here? Kishiryu Sentai Ryu Solga, the 43rd series in the live-action Super Sentai franchise since 1975, premiered in March 2019. The show's themes are dinosaurs and knights. The series is the franchise's fourth dinosaur series, after Kyoryu Sentai Zyuranger, used by Saban to create the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers in 1992. Bakuryu Sentai Abranger in 2003, and Zyuden Sentai Kyoru Ranger in 2013. And there we go. That's that. I have watched the original Kyoryu Sentai Zyuranger. Me and my wife have watched the full series, and it is pretty darn good. You got sent the promotional VHS of Pokemon before it came out and had you hooked. There you go. They know how to do it. You gotta send out those promotional videos. Moving along, Kimitake Yoshioka's Tenpuru manga gets TV anime. It's a rom-com anime, apparently. Rokudo no Onatachi manga gets TV anime. They are sure making a lot of manga into anime. Atelier Riza 3 game delayed by 1 month to March. Delays are okay as long as it's to make the game better. Viz Media releases record of Ragnarok Season 1 on Blu-ray disc. Wow, I haven't heard much about Viz at all. They used to be everywhere back in the 90s. You couldn't throw a stone without hitting something that was made or put out by Viz. Compile Heart teases new Nintendo Switch game. Well, okay. I'm curious. I want to know what this is. The official Twitter account for Compile Heart teased the new work on Tuesday. The tweet contains the text, "Have you ever fought with your friends? And I wonder if fighting is just part of our coming of age," along with hashtag Nintendo Switch. The company's latest game, Fairy Fencer F Refrain Chord, the newest in its Fairy Fencer F game series, the game launched in Japan in September 2022 for PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, and Switch as part of Compile Heart's new brand, Galapagos RPG Evolve. I guess we're just going to have to wait and see what they're getting up to. Crunchyroll debuts Bungo Stray Dogs Season 4 dub on Wednesday. Pokemon had the best reason ever for kids to be into it. You have to catch them all. Of course, you gotta hook them somehow. Here's all these creatures. What do you have to do? You have to catch them. Catch them all. Oh, there's not just 150 now. We're into Gen 2. Now you got 100 more to catch. Hey, Godzillionaire. Adult anime from Japan, Demon Slayer. Adult anime from USA, Velma. I can proudly say I have not wasted any of my time watching that trash, that ultimate garbage that they decided to put out. It's just, nauseating to me. I wouldn't even waste my brain cells. Yeah, Velma is just, why even bother? Why bother? Let's see. Agretsuko anime season 5 trailer reveals February 16th premiere. Guilty Gear 3rd Rev gets netcode update January 20th. Hulu adds summertime rendering anime live action files of Young Kindachi series. Inu O Cyberpunk Edgerunners anime Oni Thunder God's Tale animated show nominated for 50th annual Annie Awards. Tsukihime visual novel remakes shipments digital sales topple 300,000. What do we got here? Attack on Titan, the final season. Anime's conclusion to air in 2 parts with first part on March. This is the final season, part 3. Oh, no, now it's the final season, part 4. Like, come on. That AOT article title makes you mad. They have dragged this last season out again and yes, I know, it's me. It's the same way I feel about it. It's like, okay, you know, how much can you drag it out? Just end it already. Be done with it. The first Slam Dunk film stays at #1 for the 7th straight weekend. Good for you, Slam Dunk film. People liking their basketball. Maybe it's a touch of nostalgia as well. It's coming back because Slam Dunk was out in the 90s. Sailor Moon Cosmos anime films video reveal Sailor Starlight's cast. June openings. Okay. Hoopla streams English dub of World Trigger Season 3. Beyblade Burst Quad Strikes anime's English opening theme video streamed. Suzume becomes 25th highest earning film in Japan. I haven't seen any Suzume. Velma didn't even try. Still can't believe that someone signed off on it. Yes, that is so true. Didn't anybody go over this? Like, didn't you watch it? And any executive, anybody that is in control of the money, shouldn't you watch it as test screening and be like, "Yep, this is garbage. Don't even put it out." But nope. AOT got you to care about it again when the first final part was announced. That's probably what happened to a lot of people. Made in Abyss, the Golden City of the Scorching Sun anime gets sequel. I've heard a lot of people like Made in Abyss. I haven't seen it myself, but I'd be willing to if somebody can give it a good recommendation. Crunchyroll streams Berserk, the Golden Age Arc, Memorial Edition, English dub. I was never got into Berserk. Pluto TV launches Lupin the Third channel in Canada. Oh, that's because we're back to Sunday again. Okay, yes, that's why the news looks familiar. Well, that's the week of the news right there, everybody. Made in Abyss starts off all cutesy and gets dark fast. Okay. Good to know, Godzillionaire. Yes, that's the week in review there. If anybody saw anything you want to see more of, just give me a shout out. But other than that, that is the news of the week. You hope with new management at Warner Bros. They will try to bring back good shows again? Did they swap management out again? Who's the head honcho there? The guy that canceled everything. Has he gotten rid of people and is he bringing new people in? Because if I was a shareholder of Warner Brothers Discovery, I'd be like, what are you doing? Like, why are you wrecking this place and driving it into the ground? You should be making good content so you get more money coming in. Did I talk about Trails of Cold Steel? Only that it was one of the popular ones on the PSP, but we can have a look at that. Crunchyroll debuts Trails of Cold Steel Northern War anime's English dub on Friday. Crunchyroll announced on Wednesday that it will debut the English dub for the Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel Northern War. Tatsunoko Pro's television anime of Nihon Falcom's The Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel on Friday. The dub's cast for the anime new characters includes Sarah Roach, Ben Balmaceda, Anjali Kunapaneri, Chris Niosi, Nazi Tarsha, Ryan Colt Levy, Chris George, Christopher Wakemp, Lucy Christian, Austin Sisk, Jordan Dash, Cruz, Mark Allen Jr., Komona Lewin, Anthony Damasio, Jade Saxton, Hollis Beck, Rachel Glass, Rico Fajardo as additional voices. The cast returning from the game's English dub includes all these people. And the staff for the dub includes all these people. The anime premiered in Japan on January 6th. Crunchyroll is streaming the anime worldwide outside of Japan. Those games are amazing. Tried the first one on a whim and couldn't wait to finish all four. Wow. Yeah, that's good. I've seen so much of them, and I would really like to get the original for my PSP, but it is cost prohibitive because it's so damn popular or hard to get. The Zaslav, that's the guy. Thank you, Ronan. The Zaslav guy has been firing people for months. They're hoping he means he's wanting to change the direction they have been going down. Yes, and that's the thing. Hopefully Zaslav can do that. You know, maybe a little bit of one-on-one interviews and sort of ask people what their hopes are and what they're going to do. And as soon as they say something woke, you can just be like, there's the door. There's your final paycheck. There's the door. Get out. Based on the name, I think this series takes place between the second and third game. Okay, good to know. You watched the first episode of Cold Steel. It's kind of bad. Oh no. Hey, Morning Underground. I think it's David, isn't it? Have you seen any of the new Trigun, and what do you think? I'm not sold on the animation. I have not seen the new Trigun, mostly because I haven't seen the old Trigun, which was around when I was into anime back in the 90s, and I probably should have watched it when I had the chance, but I would watch the old one first. I'm a little wary about the new one. Zaslav couldn't cancel Velma and Batgirl. Diversity shields engage. Well, I don't know if you guys saw, but there was some screenshots or a clip of that girl running down the street, and she just couldn't. Like, it looked like she failed gym in high school. It was just laughable. The amount of effort that the actress was putting into it was like nothing. Yeah, quote unquote running. Exactly. OG Trigun wasn't your favorite, so you didn't really have any interest in the reboot. Yeah, fair enough. And yeah, if because animation takes so long, maybe he didn't. They were done it already, so he's just like whatever. As far as Velma goes, but don't give it a second season and stop hate watching things, you guys. Whoever's doing that, stop it. That is not the way. You have to ignore it completely. Just like these Hollywood stars that are yapping it up on Twitter about stuff. Just ignore them. They just want to try to be relevant again. Just pay them no mind. That's the worst thing they would hate, is to be ignored. The engagement is just ridiculous. It's funny to watch people that can't run try running. Even that guy waddle better than some people can run. I believe it. I believe it. There's, some of them probably haven't lifted a foot in their lives. It's pretty sad. Alrighty, I know why you're all here. You're wondering, what is this sports anime that he has reviewed? What could it be? Is it soccer? Is it football? Is it golf? What could it be? Is it F1? Well, I'm about to show you. It is sumo! So yes, I have reviewed, or I'm going to review, I've watched some episodes of an anime called Roughneck Sumo Wrestler Matsutaro. And let me tell you, I have never wanted a main character to get punched out so much in my entire life. This guy, I swear, needs a beating in the worst way. You prefer OG Trigun. Didn't care for the first episode of the new one, but the second episode was better. Still not sold on the show. I know, and that's okay. I mean, don't be afraid to just drop it. You can still like the old one and still watch the old one, but yeah, it's if it's not to your liking, don't force yourself. All right, so I have watched a total of 8 episodes. This show has 23 episodes, and I've watched 8 of them. And yeah, this guy's name is Matsutaro Sakaguchi. And as it says here in the little plot summary, he's lazy, quick-tempered, and as a result, he's stuck in middle school, even though he's an adult. So you got this guy. He's an adult. He's 20, I think, and he still goes to middle school. So it goes to show you how smart he is. It's hilarious. But then it says one day he gets in a fight with a sumo wrestler and then takes the fight to a sumo ring. So when he insults them when he's out having a drink, and he wants to fight them outside. They step outside. The sumo wrestler just avoids all of his attacks and gives him a big palm right in the face and knocks him down, and he hits his head and knocks himself out for hours and hours. So to me, it was funny because this guy has had nobody to stop him. He can pretty much do whatever he likes in his little town. He's like the town bully. He steals candy from little kids and stuff like that, and he just does exactly whatever he wants. But he's super strong, so nobody can do anything about it. Sumo shows, yes, love these. You forced yourself to watch all the Dragon Age show on Netflix. It was only 6 episodes, but still ultra meh. Oh, were those hour-long ones? Because that's 6 hours of ultra meh. I didn't even know there was a Dragon Age show. Then again, I don't have Netflix, so I refuse to pay. Will I be reviewing Keijo for Sports Month? Keijo? Which one's Keijo? They were only 20 minutes, but it had way too much wokeness in it. Hey, yeah. Well, they were only 20 minutes. That's good. They had wokeness in it, that's bad, but the butt fighting anime. Is that a sport? Is that a real sport? We'll have to see what it's the. So next week is the last Sunday of the month. So it'll be the last sports anime. We'll have to see what I'm going to pick then. Now, continuing on with the story, after he gets into a fight, this guy, this is what he looks like. You can see he's this big lummox. And after he gets into a fight with that, he makes a fool out of him, but then he finally gets to land a hit on the sumo wrestler, and he knocks him down and out. And everyone is quite impressed. The people that are there, the owners of the other training stables for the sumo world, they take notice. And so they come to his house and they're like, hey, we can give you your own private room, your own private television, you'll have this, you'll have that, all the perks. So he is not interested really, but what he is interested in is, what he is interested in is his teacher, which he kidnapped her, and he took her for a ride in a truck that he had borrowed or got the owner of to drive them around. And then after that incident, when he was arrested, he was sent to, or she left the school. This is her here. So after that incident, she left to go to Tokyo, and he's like, whose sumo stable is closest to her house? And so that's how he figured out which sumo stable to go to. It was the one that was closest to Minami Sensei's house. And once he goes there, he is the absolute worst. Like I say, I want this guy to get his face punched in. He's just has no manners. He's disrespectful to everyone. And when he gets there, all the juniors are supposed to look after the seniors by doing chores, carrying their stuff. He doesn't want to do any of that. He's quite the obstinate fellow, until this fella puts him in his place. He is one of the top seniors, one of the top fighters, and he just wipes the floor with him. They go into the ring, and he just avoids a lot of his attacks, and then eventually Sakaguchi gets frustrated and decides to lead with his head and tries to headbutt him, and this guy catches him full force. He doesn't get pushed out of the ring like most people would, and he just throws him around. And eventually he gets to the point where he gives one last throw out of the ring. Sakaguchi lands on his back, and that's it. He's defeated. And I've never been so happy to see a main character get his ass kicked so much. So, to me, that was very satisfying, which is why I kept watching this show. Even though the animation isn't that great and the main character is insufferable, I kept watching because I wanted to see him get just clobbered. And after that, he breaks down, cries a bit, but he still doesn't change his ways. He's still lazy, sleeping in, not pulling his weight with doing chores. But they all want him there because the guy is super strong. Or sorry, the head guy of the stable wants him there because he is super strong, and they're hoping to make him one of the best sumo wrestlers. But he is not complying with anything they ask of him. And where I'm at right now is they're at a tournament, and he won his first match, and he is working his way through, and I'm hoping to see him get humbled and put in his place, because this guy needs it. And if it doesn't happen, I'm going to be very disappointed. But yeah, as you can see, it's I don't know if it's something I'm going to keep up with, though, because he really wants the girl in the end. He wants to marry Minami Sensei, and she said she likes people who are competitive in sports and such. So he's like, okay, well, I guess I'm going to try to be a sumo wrestler. But he's still not following any of the rules. He's just, you're not supposed to talk when you're in the ring. You're not supposed to make any movements. You're not supposed to wave to people, but he does all that. And he gets told again and again to not do these things. And it looks like he's almost making a friend in one of the other sumo wrestlers. Sort of. This fella here, Tanaka. This is when he dressed him up as a target for the kids to throw a ball at so they could get money to buy food. So he's all about his stomach. He wants to eat all the time. But he sure doesn't want to help out doing anything, because he just doesn't think of other people's feelings. He just thinks about what he wants at that moment, and he does it. He's like, I want to go over here, and then he goes over there. And if he wants to eat something, he wants to eat something there. And he just goes and does it. Pays no mind to nobody. But we'll see how it goes. The reason I'm watching it, keep watching it, is because I want to see him get pummeled. So if I can see that, that makes me happy. But I've learned a lot about, learned a little bit about sumo as well. You learn a few of the terms they use for some of the like the ring and such. So it's quite neat to see what goes on in a sumo match, and at a sumo stable where they keep all the people trained. But yeah, would I recommend it? Only if you're really into sumo. Like I say, this guy is insufferable. It's hard to put up with him in his. Yeah, look at this. Look at that smug look on his face. Look at that. Wouldn't you like to punch that? But it's too bad he's so strong, because it's hardly anybody can control him or beat him down. So we'll see. I'm quite interested to see where it goes, whether he's going to become a respectable sumo champion, or if he's going to maintain his brash and disrespectful ways. That's what I think, anyway. Anybody else figure to give it a try? It's, what is it? Abarenbo Rikishi Matsutaro. That's the Japanese title for it. I wanted to pick and find a sumo anime to watch, and this was the only one I could find. So there was one that was what was it? It was a documentary about one of the best sumo wrestlers, but I could not find any. I could not find the show anywhere. So yeah, I don't think it got a very good score either. About 52%. Yeah. Nope, that's it. Let's see what the creator, is that all he's done? Okay. So the creator of this show, looks like he did some art on a baseball manga. Story and art on Shonen Giants. Ashita no Joe? I believe that's boxing, isn't it? Yes, Ashita no Joe is about boxing. So he did do other ones that are more well known, I think. I don't know. I don't think the sumo one is that well known here. And tennis? Racket wo shonen yo racket wo dake? Tetsuya Chiba. All right. If you like boxing, watch Megalobox. Megalobox. Okay. Yeah, boxing is okay. I am going to have to decide what to watch for next week, though. To pick a sport that I haven't done yet. I've done volleyball, baseball, hockey, sumo. I've got one more to pick. It's futuristic boxing with cybernetics. Okay. Well, that sounds all right. Yeah, definitely gonna have to pick something. Let's see here. Well, that's pretty much it. Like I say, I'm only about not quite halfway through this one. You can suggest Ice Shield 21. It's about American football. American. Yes. I have heard of Ice Shield 21. I think I even read a little bit of the manga when it was in Anime America. Anybody remember that magazine? Anime America? I've still got quite a few issues with me here. I think it's gone out of print, though. Maybe. Or it's just digital. But yes, Ice Shield 21, that's a possibility. You never know. Might be able to watch it. When I did type in sports anime into one of the websites to watch shows, you know what came up? Beyblade. Why is Beyblade a sport? I don't get it. It's like, this shouldn't be under the sports label. It's not the sports genre. You're playing with a top, pretty much what it comes down to. So I was just like, you gotta be kidding me. Beyblade of all things. Anyway. So Yu-Gi-Oh! Is a sports anime? It's time to duel, sucker. Yeah, I didn't see, or did I see Yu-Gi-Oh? Hang on, I gotta take a look here. Because there will be gotta hate pop-ups. Come on now. Get working. Man, it's slow. There we go. Let's see here. Let's see. Yeah, here it is. Here it is. Here, I'll show you guys. Look at this. It says right here, I'll zoom in too. Genre, sports, Beyblade. Beyblade. Like, honestly, why is that? Why is that? You gotta get going, but you all have a good show. All right, see you later, Ronan66. Thanks for coming out. I will see you in the streams. Yeah, looking at all there's Ice Shield 21 right there. F-Zero Falcon Densetsu. That's a sports anime. I guess if they consider racing. What the hell? Come on. Man, this is slow. Free. Yeah, that's the swimming one. There's dive. More free. Future GPX Cyber Formula, racing again. I guess we'd have to sort it out between like athletic, like not using any machines or anything like that. But I did not see any Yu-Gi-Oh! Won't go there, but we'll go there. Come on. Anyway, this thing ever catches up. Well, never mind about that. That's fine. Just had to show you guys that they were trying to pass off Beyblade as a sports anime. It's like, no, it's not. It's a show about toys. So yes, I believe that is it for my review of the sumo anime. So if you get a chance, maybe give it a look or find a different sumo anime. I'm sure there's other ones out. There's other ones that might be a little better. But if you want to watch a guy get his face punched in like I do, give it a watch. If not, that's okay too. Just gonna wrap it up now, everybody. I really want to thank everyone for coming out. Guys, like Ronan66, appreciate it. Godzillionaire, it's always good to see you. The Underground, David, Joseph, hey, I appreciate you guys coming by. It's nice to see you. Make sure, hey guys, please hit the like. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe because, you know, it helps me out here. I am 11 away from 800 subscribers. I'd really like to get to 800. Be nice. Nice round number. And then slowly trudging my way up to 1,000. Well, I'll get there. It's just going to take a bit of time. That's why I need you guys to do me a solid and just spread the word. Anybody ever asks, hey, do you know anybody that we should tune into? You could say, yeah, there's this guy I know. He's on YouTube. He plays video games and he talks about anime and then he talks about the trades because that's an important thing to do as well. Yeah, there's hobbies to talk about, but there's also jobs to talk about. Things you can do, and you're supposed to talk about what you know, and I know trades. There's other channels out there too. I appreciate you watching mine, and there's other people to go out there and small YouTubers to support. Give them a watch. All those watch hours help. It helps us all. People like Mike from Pacific 414. There's Blaine from Blaine's Escape Corner. There's the aforementioned Ronin66, who was in the chat. There's DJ Ronnie G. There's Brandon the Anime Guy. There's the Nurtorial Lifeform. And if you like penguins, there's Punkwaddle from Floral from Under a Rock. He's got some great ponderances. And hopefully soon, Whoopa Troopa will be putting more content up. I always like tuning into his chill streams. I'm on Discord. It's called The Shop. Link is in the description. If you want to join up, please do. I'm out there on Twitter. It's like a lot of people are. It's usually the way I try to interact with a lot of people. I have videos out there on Bitchute, Odysee, and Rumble. Mostly because they're not so heavy-handed about copyright claim and such. They're a little more lax and not as strict as YouTube can be. So yes, it's coming up. On Tuesday is Trades Talk Tuesday. Please join me to learn about the trades and see some of the projects I've been on. I catalog them with either video or photos. And you too can see how to get into the trades and what to expect. Stop by and ask me any questions about it. Then Saturday coming up will be more Astro Boy for the GBA. This game is pretty intense. Trying to beat the bosses is quite difficult. It's a challenge, but I eventually do it. But it sure gets the old heart racing. And I'm having a real blast with this game. And then once again, next Sunday Anime Chat, the last of the sports month. I have to pick another sports anime to watch, and I'm going to try to keep it a secret. We'll see if I can't find something, a good sports anime to watch, something very enjoyable, and something that I can recommend to you as well. I'll tell you if it's not good or if it's good. And hopefully we'll all have a good time watching it. But that is all for me today. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. I have been Pop Culture Mechanic, and I am signing off.